You'll jump in.
Down.
Good
Down.
go.
Down.
Everybody could please grab a seat. We will be doing our viewing at this time for the first hour. Would ask if everybody would like to view, you come around, go this way to the front and then cut to the side. Grab a seat here, and as people come in, there's also some space downstairs if it gets too full. So we're just going to continue with some songs. And during the songs, anybody that wants to view, please come up. We will be limited at the church. We will start at 10 o'clock the actual funeral services, so at that time it will be difficult.
Yeah.
attendants, the bereaved family, relatives and friends. It is with great sadness that I stand in front of you today to remember the life of our child, Ivin Varughese. Losing someone you love is never easy, especially if their life is taken away in such a young age. And that is really, it's very difficult to face. Viju and family was with us from the beginning of Ebenezer Marthoma Church. Hence, Ivin is known to me since he was born. I have seen him going through different stages of life, from infancy to young adult. And I got the privilege to serve him as Sunday school teacher as well as Sunday school superintendent. Ivan's relationship with his parents, brother, cousins, aunties and uncles were unremarkable. More than a dad and son relationship, I saw them always like friends. The cousins, they all grew up together. So whenever you go to their house, you can see a beautiful picture. You know, grandparents standing there, and all these kids are around them. Such a beautiful picture which we all want to see. And that I saw in their house whenever I went there. Son Ivin, it is hard to say goodbye to you, but your beautiful memories will cherish forever. Let us take Ivan's charismatic qualities and implement in our lives to keep him alive. He was a very calm, quiet boy in our Sunday school. He never created any issue, and he was a model for everybody. Viju and Alice, you have done many things for Ebenezer Marthoma Church without expecting any fame or reward. We want to assure you that we Ebenezer family is there for you, to share your pain and sorrows, and our prayers are always with you. We often think why these things are happening to us. The challenges, the trials, all these are part of our life journey. All these trials gives us more strength to outstretch ourselves and move forward and go beyond the norms. It makes us to understand who we are and what we are and what life we should lead while we are in this earth. So I'm taking this opportunity to extend our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family on behalf of Ebenezer Marthoma Church, as well as our family, Kuriel, Christina and Titus. Let God Almighty strengthen you and help you to move on in your life. And our prayers are always will be with you.
At this time, we'll continue with some viewing this morning, and during that time, we'll have songs to be sung by the congregation here. So, everybody viewing, you should come down to the side here, along the left side here, or your right side. Come through and view, and then you could go out through the right side by the wall. And there's room if needed in the back, or you could go downstairs. So we're gonna have some songs right now. And please start viewing because we're going to have limited time for viewing today.
പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ കഷ്ടതയില്ല നാളെ ദൈവഭക്തരിൽ വിശ്രാമമേ പുകൾ പെരുകും പുത്തനെരുശലേമേ തിരുമാറിൽ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചാരിടുമോ വാനവരിൽ സ്തുതിനാദം സദാ മുഴങ്ങും ശാലേമിൽ വാനവരിൽ സ്തുതിനാദം സദാ മുഴങ്ങും ശാലേമിൽ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരിലസിക്കും ദൈവത്തിനുദ്യാനമേ വാനവരിൽ സ്തുതിനാദം സദാ മുഴങ്ങും ശാലേമിൽ വാനവരിൽ സ്തുതിനാദം സദാ മുഴങ്ങും ശാലേമിൽ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ ഭർതൃസിംഹാസനത്തെ ചുറ്റും വീണകൾ വീട്ടിടുന്ന സുരവരരെ ചേർന്നങ്ങു പാടിടുവാൻ പുരമോദം പാരം വളരുന്നാവോ വാനവരിൽ സ്തുതിനാദം സദാ മുഴങ്ങും ശാലേമിൽ വാനവരിൽ സ്തുതിനാദം സദാ മുഴങ്ങും ശാലേമിൽ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ പരസുതനെ എന്നു ഞാൻ ചേർന്നിടുമോ.
We're going to continue with one more song, so if people are waiting in the back to view, please come up at this time during the song.
നോട്ടം തികച്ചു സ്വർഗ്ഗമേ വിരുന്നിനായി പറന്നിടും ബലിയായ നാമമേ ജീവിതയായ എൻ്റെ പ്രിയ ഹല്ലേലൂയ ശുഭ്രവസ്ത്രധാരിയായ ദേനാമെൻ്റെ മന്നനെ ഓർത്തു ഞങ്ങൾ തിരുനാമത്തിനായി നായകനാമെൻ്റെ മന്നനെ ഓർത്തു ഞങ്ങൾ തിരുനാമത്തിനായി സ്വർഗഭാഗ്യമോർക്കുമ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ ഉള്ളമനം.
At this time, I would like to ask Nevin, Ivan's brother, to say a few words, his eulogy at this time.
Many people thought Ivin to be stoic, intimidating, and that he didn't care what other people thought of him. But those closest to him knew that he loved to have fun, he cared deeply for his family, and I knew that he cared deeply what others thought of him. He would complain to me that he didn't understand why, that this is what people thought of him. He knew that's what people thought of him and he didn't understand, and neither do I. Again, like I said, those closest to him knew that he loved to have fun, and that way he was the opposite of me. Not that I don't like to have fun, but my idea of fun was sitting back on the couch with the TV, whereas he always needed to be up and about and doing something, not necessarily doing something active, but he needed to be doing an activity. He couldn't just be sitting back on the couch sedentary. He had to be up and about, whether it was sneaking into private tennis courts that we didn't have memberships for to play tennis, or shooting basketball in the driveway, which means I would go in the street and get the ball for him, or ping pong. I'm tired of ping pong. Oh my gosh, there's 3 things I'm really good at. I'm good at FIFA, the video game, I'm good at Settlers of Catan, the board game, and I'm good at ping pong, and I never wanted to be good at any of them. It's just that he always wanted to play. The last thing I want to say is that my brother was my protector, my guide throughout life, and he was my friend. And it's said that the oldest son, the firstborn son, wants to be like and models himself after his father, but the secondborn wants to be like his older brother. And when I was younger, I thought nothing could be further from the truth. I thought, this guy, I don't want to be associated with this guy. I don't want to be anything like this guy. But it was only a few years ago that I came to realize that it was him more than anybody else that I wanted to make laugh, that I wanted to impress, that I wanted to be proud of me. And now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to proceed from here. But I can guarantee you that I will figure it out. Because if nothing else, I know these things to be true. I know that though his eyes no longer see, and his ears no longer hear, and his heart gave up on him and no longer beats, I know that he's not dead. He did not die. He lives. He lives in all of us. He lives right here with me. And I will carry him with me for the rest of my days. And I know that if he were here and was able to speak to me, I know he'd be sad, because we all took so much time to grieve over him. Though it is necessary, I know that he'd be sad that we weren't able to move along already. He often, not often, on several occasions, he would tell me that he would take a bullet for me, that he would rather see me succeed than see himself succeed. And he did indeed sacrifice himself for me, because I hereby dedicate the rest of my life to his memory and to what he wanted for me. I will succeed, and it will have been because of my brother. Thank you.